You're in school right now, in math class, and you're working with your classmates on solving parabolas, quadratics, and logarithms, when all of a sudden, you hear a ding on your phone. You start to have the urgency of wanting to check your phone to see if someone liked your YouTube video, or commented on your YouTube video, or maybe even liked your Instagram post, or sent you a streak on Snapchat. Well, believe it or not, there are many people out there in the world that always have the urgency of wanting to check their phone whenever a notification pops up, whether it could be a Discord message, a text message, or anything that is social media related. And all these notifications are what keep people coming to their phones every single minute or hour of the day. And this is what causes people to be addicted to their phones, especially social media. And this has led to an excessive use of social media every single day, which can cause health problems, depression, anxiety, and more. And today, I am here to convince you that everyone should spend less time on social media to help prevent addiction and can help prevent mental health problems. First, I'm going to explain the problems of social media addiction, and second, I'll explain why social media addiction is happening and what's causing it, and third, I'll explain the solutions, how to combat social media addiction. According to the San Francisco Public Library of Science, it states that many people have been overly tired and have not been sleeping very well. And according to BMC's psychiatry, it states that many people are experiencing mood disorders, symptoms, and reduced physical activity. This is a result of many people going on their phones to check social media a lot. And according to BMC's psychiatry, it states that 22.7% of students were identified as addicted to social media. And being addicted to social media has led to many people having this thing called the fear of missing out, which is where they have the feeling that if they don't go on their phones to check social media, they have the feeling of missing out on what their friends are doing, and therefore they also have the feeling of missing out on interacting with their friends. And it also has led to this thing called social media fatigue. According to the BMC psychiatry, it states that social media fatigue is the negative feeling of tiredness due to social media use. And it also states that young adults who spend more than 2 hours on social media every single day have a higher rate of anxiety, depression, and sleep disturbances. Social media addiction has also led to people being very unproductive with their schoolwork, and also they start to become overly tired with checking social media. Now, let's explain the causes of why social media addiction is happening. Social media addiction is happening because people have no self-control on when it comes to looking at social media. They spend hours and hours looking at social media. They spend at least 2 hours or more looking at social media, which is a result of why people have been addicted to social media and why people are experiencing mental health problems. They have the desire of wanting to see what other people are doing, according to the International Journal of Environmental Research and Public Health. And they also have the fear of being rejected or having negative things said about them due to them not being on social media. And they have the desire of always wanting to please their friends and see what they're doing. And then compared to the students who use the internet in a controlled way, people who use the internet intensively can affect their academic performance and productivity, according to the International Journal of Health, Wellness, and Society. Now that I've explained the causes of why social media addiction is happening, let's explain how we can prevent social media addiction from happening. Some solutions of how we can stop social media addiction from happening is that people can spend more time with their friends that are not online, and instead they could spend time with their friends in person, like going to the park, going out to eat, or just going on a hike together. That way people won't have to be online or constantly going on their phones to chat with their friends, and instead they can just explore, be in the present, or explore nature, and so that way they don't have to be on their phones a lot. Right. And another thing that can also prevent social media addiction from happening is turning off notifications. Therefore, when their notifications are off, that way people have less likely have the urgency of wanting to see their notifications to see whether if someone liked their Instagram post, commented on their YouTube video, or even sent them a streak on Snapchat. And also to keep self-control of their screen time and see how many hours they spend a day looking at the screen or social media. Creating hobbies that don't involve social media could also be another way to prevent social media addiction from happening. So therefore, when hobbies that are offline are created, therefore people will more likely focus on that hobby that is not online, and therefore people will not have the urgency to check social media. And also, deleting more social media or also having less social media apps is also another way, so that could also prevent the notifications from being pushed out. And this could potentially influence people in a good way to not use social media in their everyday lives, and therefore there will be less people out there in the world that use social media every single day. It states that 58.4% of people out there in the world use social media every single day, and 98.4% of people use social media on their smartphones. So therefore, if we limit the amount of time people use their smartphones, therefore, they won't have mental health issues, they will experience better sleep quality, and they'll be more productive with their schoolwork, and therefore they'll less likely have this feeling of the fear of missing out, and therefore they'll less likely to have social media fatigue. Another solution that could also prevent social media addiction from happening is having therapeutic interventions that can help treat people who are or have been addicted to social media, according to the BMC Psychiatry. I hope you enjoy taking the time to listen to listening to how social media addiction can be prevented, and thank you for taking the time to tune in.